Hey everybody, it's Brian Grenadier from Red Lotus Yoga, and I've been talking a lot to everybody about resilience building and how to become more resilient in these challenging times. And Jack Hilgendorf is a friend of mine. He's the manager at Clean Juice in Rochester Hills, right at the corner of Tinkin and Rochester Road, where the Papa Joe's Mall is. And he is the manager of Clean Juice, and we were talking about doing a cleanse and the benefits of doing a cleanse and all these ideas about it. And so I think that as we find new ways to get stronger in our mind, we also have to maintain good health. One of the best ways to stay healthy and get away from COVID is having a clean body, and what we put into our bodies is not always very clean. So, Jack, I have some questions for you about how to do that. Is that all right?
Absolutely. First of all, hello and namaste. Thank you for having us. Much appreciated.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Periodically, we'll have a Sunday class, and Jack will bring juice samples for people. And they have a wonderful organization and really good tasting juices. And I've been very, very pleased. I go there very often. So, Jack, the first question: why would anybody want to do a cleanse? What is a cleanse?
So basically, you can cleanse, you can fast. It's a restart, and it's a lightening of getting foods in you that aren't hard to digest. So when you juice, you're taking the fiber out of it. You're getting a high dense nutrient food without the work by the body. So it keeps you light, and then the foods are designed to help stimulate detoxifying the body, just like sweating would, just like yoga does, just like cold lymphatic massages do. So it's an assister in what the body's always doing. The body is always detoxing. The question is, how efficient is it doing in today's world? The chemicals that we're exposed to, the stress that we're exposed to. So it's bringing it to a new level of toxins we're exposed to. So now we got to bring it to a new level of how to cleanse, how to clean, how to detox. So cleansing helps you do that. Fasting helps you do that. It's not only great for the body, but the spiritual side of you choosing to love on yourself, not just love yourself, is huge.
That's the biggest thing, I think that so many people think if I just work harder, I'll get to where I want to go. But then they forget about the need to restore or the need to, it's like kind of like going for a hard workout physically or a long run. The body has to restore, and we forget that. And we don't give it any time to do that. And we don't do that for our mind, body, or spirit, really. Right. And so what you're saying then is the idea of going inward and doing something good for yourself, besides the physical benefits, got the emotional, mental, or spiritual benefit.
For sure. There is no doubt. After you do a cleanse, not only you feel lighter and you gave your digestive tract a break, but you feel the mental strength of doing something you've never done before. And you did it for a better tomorrow. You didn't do it for just today, because we're already here today, right? You did it to set you up to bring the best you to the table tomorrow. And when we make these choices, then they become spiritual, because then it brings our best essence out. So like your practice and like yoga, which is so important to my life, spiritually and physically, cleansing and eating clean have to be there with it. It's an automatic. When you're out of stress and you're loving on yourself, of course you're attracted to foods that bring a better tomorrow instead of the foods that just get me through today, dopamine hitting foods. So there's a lot of wonderful things with cleansing. You can do it to reset your palate. You can do it to just give your digestive tract a break. You can do it to just challenge yourself mentally. Am I able to go a day without chewing? Some people have never gone a day of their life without chewing, and they don't think they can do it. And I'm here to tell you, you can not only go to chewing, you can go not only cleansing, but fasting is phenomenal for resetting the system. So all of them have a tool, and you've got to explore them all if you want the best you on the table.
For sure, for sure. How do you prepare for a cleanse? Like if I want to do a cleanse, next week, Friday, what do I need to do to prepare?
Okay, so I always want people to get the most out of their effort. So it would be a day that obviously that you can take time to consume the juices in a slow way. You don't want to guzzle them. You want digestion to start in the mouth. So you want to be in a good spot mentally, no stress, no cortisol running through the system. So you want to be able to love on yourself, either do some great breathing exercises right before, or just kind of be in a good mental state when you're consuming it so your body can absorb all the nutrients. So it's a day that you can be mentally strong, a day that you can obviously pee a lot. I'm sorry to have to put it that way, but also a day that you know you're going to get good rest, because the magic happens while you're sleeping. You did all the work during the day, but your body does the most work while you're sleeping. So you're going into your sleep the lightest you've ever felt because you have put nothing heavy in you, and you get just a sound sleep, but the body is built to do its magic. So if you can get good sleep, you can stay out of stress. If you can sweat, awesome. If you can do a couple sessions of yoga, awesome. If you can do a cold lymphatic massage, awesome. These all exponentially increase your cleanse.
That's cool. Years ago, I had a friend who was a Native American. He was a healer. His name was Fred Kennedy. And he has this concoction. It's a mason jar, half with honey, half with blackstrap molasses, and 30 drops of oregano oil. And you mix it up and you take a teaspoonful every morning. And I was doing this for about a month, and I said, Fred, I don't feel anything. I don't understand how this is supposed to work. And he says, well, what's your relationship with what you're taking? I said, what do you mean? I had no idea, even like the concept. And he says, well, do you ask it to work for you? Do you thank it for healing your body? Do you visualize it going in and doing what it's supposed to do? And I said, no. And that was my first real experience of hearing somebody say, and asking the question, what's your relationship to your food? So what you're saying to me, from what I'm hearing you say, is, you also have to have a good relationship with the intentions you're setting because of what you want this to do for you.
That's beautiful. I couldn't say it any better than that. That is all of it right there.
Awesome. So when does one start? Like if I said to you, all right, I want to do a cleanse, I want to do a 1-day cleanse. What do I get and how do I do it and what's the process?
So at Clean Juice, we have 6 juices. So we have, and they're all designed to do a little different thing, from veggies to fruits to cashew milk. So they all have a different makeup of nutrients that assist in the cleanse or your energy or nutrient absorption. So you would do one every 2.5 hours. You would do water in between. So you want to get the cleanest water possible, like a Fiji water or a distilled water, but the cleanest water possible. So you're sipping your juice and you're enjoying it and with intention. And then you're drinking a clean water in between. And then, like I said, it's all mapped out in the order that you're supposed to take them. Now, if you have a specific need, a specific desire, a specific condition that has to be tackled, then we can adjust the juices for you. We can make new ones or change the order based on your needs.
Okay. So if I have some sort of health issue, you can say, all right, well, this can cleanse your liver. This is good for your kidneys. This is good for your, etc.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But if I just said, hey, you know what? It's the pandemic and I've been, eating my way through and I need to reset my system. I can get this juice package in this order one day and it's not going to look, I don't expect it to change my life one day, but I do expect, what do I expect? How about that?
Okay. So what I would expect is it to first, there's a reason why you're reaching out, the reason why you're even thinking about it, you're drawn to it right now. So the reason you're drawn to it would be your intent. So then you're going to say, I'm drawn to this because I'm feeling sluggish. I'm drawn to this because I know I've been eating bad. I'm drawn to this, whatever it may be. So now you say, okay, this is what I want out of it then. And then if you communicate that to the person, then they can arrange it in a way that you're going to get what you want out of it. Now that I might say, okay, you want 1 day, but to get that goal, you really got to do 2 days, or you should be able to hit that in 1 day. The key is if you don't communicate what you want, you're not going to get it, right? So knowing what you want out of it and why you're drawn to it. If you're drawn to it just as a challenge, great, it's still going to benefit you. But if you're drawn to get some kind of healing out of it, then you got to know what the healing you want is. And then we can set that up for sure.
And I will say this, I've been to your store a lot, and periodically Jack, this is for the viewers, Jack will say to me, oh, hey, you need one of these today. And he's got a high intuitive sense. And if he looks at you and you're like, hey, I want to do this, this, and this, he might say, you do, but you might want to add this, this, and this. And he's always really, really good about making some gentle suggestions and helping you go in the right direction. And then last question, if I wanted to do a 1-day cleanse, what does that cost? What's the expense on that?
So it's $57 for a day cleanse. And with your association, we get 10%. You guys get 10%.
Awesome.
And then if we end up doing like a group thing, then you get another 10%. So you can save 20% if we do it as a group thing, or they can just say, come in and say they're with Lotus and Red Lotus, and they can get their 10%.
That's
right?
awesome. All right.
So
Well, we're going to try to get as many people as possible to come in, and maybe I'll put it out there that I'm doing a cleanse on a specific date, and then we'll see how many people we can get to come in and pre-order. They do have to pre-order this, right?
Well, it would, if I know a bunch of people are doing it from Red Lotus, I would definitely want them to pre-order, so I'm prepared for them. But generally, you can walk in any day and get a 1-day cleanse.
Awesome. All right. Yeah. Jack, I can't thank you enough. I hope everybody comes in and who watches this does this. And I really appreciate you and appreciate Clean Juice. And thank you.
No, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Namaste.
All right. Bye.